welcome to another episode of Asexualise, my asexual life. This is a place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual. I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that great big subscribe button right here, right now. Please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And I appreciate the thumbs up if you are enjoying the content. So today I'm going to be doing a movie review of this movie, Tron. So that's about to come. First of all, if you didn't know who I am Sandra Burnley, author of this awesome Asexual Perspectives 47 Asexual Stories book, and the link down below in the description is for this book here. And I'm also the author and published author, shall I say, of Fibromyalgia Self-Help Handbook. This is how to manage fibromyalgia to have less pain, more energy, and feel happier. So if either of those are relevant to you, the links are down below in the description. Now, if you didn't know what asexuality is, if you're new to this channel, asexuality is a sexual orientation that is the lack of sexual attraction. I'm asexual. I personally don't like seeing naked bodies in movies. I'm not interested in sex in movies, so I always try and find films that have got no sex in them whatsoever, no nudity. And I have to say, Tron was no disappointment with this. Right, so first of all, I have to say I go by my intuition a lot in life, and I intuitively thought there's going to be a movie in Poundland, in the UK, in my city, near me, that I really want, and to go there and get this movie. And I didn't know what movie it was, but this is actually the movie I really wanted to see, because this movie Tron is on my other one of my other movies. The trailers is this one, and so I really wanted to see it. And then someone in one of my asexual groups on Facebook, they said they'd seen this like over the last week, and I'm like, oh, I really want to see that. And so I thought, God, I wish I could find that from somewhere. I wish there was somewhere that sold it, because it's an older movie. And then when I went in Poundland, I just thought, go to the movie section, just look through all the movies, because there's going to be one that you're going to want to buy. And there it was, like the only copy on the shelf of this one. It's a replay. So what Poundland do is they recondition a lot of them, and some are brand new movies, some are reconditioned, like had previous owners. But I'm like, wow, I was so ecstatic to get this movie. So I watched this movie last night, and in the back it says, when Flynn, the world's greatest video game creator, sends out a secret signal from an amazing digital realm, his son discovers the clue and embarks on a personal journey to save his long-lost father. Right, so this is Tron Legacy. So apparently there was one made years ago, which I haven't seen, which was the first one. This is Tron Legacy. So don't forget, there's always spoilers in my movie review, so if you don't want the spoilers, don't watch this video, right? So this live stream, even on replay. But if you do like spoilers, or you want to know what happens, stick around. So Tron, yes, Disney sci-fi action adventure film is the genres I think this would cover. It's absolutely incredible. Basically, the world of the Flynn, basically he is the world's greatest video game creator, but what he wanted to do is actually go inside one of the games, and he wanted to be able to go inside games, basically. And so he created this world, which was like a real world, but in a video game type of style. And so his arcade, he was basically bringing to life in another realm with kind of like clones, basically. And each person, like human in this world, like has a clone. Not that many humans get in there, but they have a clone usually, from what I could gather from the beginning of the film. So in the beginning of the film, you see this guy who actually already looks like his clone. I have to say that's the only thing I thought was a little bit poor, because I don't think he's meant to be a clone in the beginning, but he already looks like his clone. Anyway, so in this world, the I'm just checking his name, Flynn. in the world that Flynn created, which is basically what it is. I mean, they say in the bonus features on here, it's a world that's evolved on a server all by itself. So it's not about the internet, it's about like the cloud, and this world that Flynn's created is on its own server. It's evolved over time, and so it's kind of in a whole world, cyber world of its own. And what happens is Sam's son, Flynn's son is called Sam, and Sam is meant to have been sent this page message from his dad like 20 years later, from wherever world his dad's meant to be in. And his dad's company's still going, and this old friend of his dad's, which apparently was in the first movie, the character was in the first movie that I haven't seen, he says to Sam, your dad's been paged me basically, and and he's like, oh come on, it's just a joke, like he's either dead or left and drinking drinks elsewhere, basically having a great time in life, right? And so and so basically he doesn't want to know, but Sam decides to go to the arcade anyway, and then he finds there's this secret passage to his dad's office where his dad's been working on all this top secret stuff that could change the world. And then he gets teleported into his dad's world that he's created on this server, which is like a cloud based server. And so he's created this whole universe up there. And when Sam gets there, he has to do all these games, but he's competing against programs because the humans don't usually go up there. It's like he got through when he wasn't supposed to. So he ends up like fighting all these not humans. He's like one of the few humans up there, but he ends up fighting these programs who are not human. And they're not meant to be. They still look like humans. So with the costumes on, like the costumes are absolutely fantastic. So to give you an idea of the costumes, I don't know if you can see this, but basically they've got these costumes, and where am I? Yeah, they've got these costumes, and they've got these lights on their costume. I don't know if you can see that. And they were doing the bonus features, and they were showing you with the lighting, they were showing you that Tron is all about lighting, and these suits actually bend and flex to the body, yet they're lit up with like LED lights, I believe, and it's incredible. The special effects are absolutely sensational. So one of the guys, I think he's the director, he comes from a construction background, and so he designed all the sets, and it's absolutely stunning. The special effects, the sets, the lighting, the costumes, the actual with all the lights on, is incredible. There's a lot of battle scenes with the games Sam has to play before he finally finds his dad in this world, because a woman called Cora, who's not human, she's a program that's evolved by herself. She's part of what they call ISO. So whilst Sam's dad was up there, Blinn, he actually created 3 other types of clone, and one looks like a younger version of him. And his younger version has gone evil, if you like, because his younger version is the version that wanted perfection, that was greedy. And so basically his own father is having to hide from his own clone that wants to take over the whole world with an army of these programs. So they want to infiltrate Earth. And because Sam's been teleported into this world, his dad's world, then there's an opening for like a little over 8 hours, and that's the way through to Earth. So what Flynn, which is Sam's dad's clone, wants to do is take over the world and get through this portal and take an army of these programs to invade Earth, basically, and take over it. So it's really, really interesting storyline. I love the special effects. I think the special effects are what makes the film, really, with all the lighting and everything, the very beautiful architecture. There is a love story, but it doesn't seem that romantic, and basically, so Sam, that's Flynn's son, he is collected by a person who's not actually a person. They're an ISO, so they're like an anomaly, but you don't find out they're an ISO till the end of the film, basically. And it's them that can change the human race because they can live on the earth, yet they're part program. You know, they look like a human, but they're like made of like they're a program that's evolved on its own, basically. So they are a program, but I think they I don't know if they've got human DNA in them as well or what. But anyway, they're a program, but they can live on Earth. You know, they don't have to be living up there in the sky, and they're the first of their kind. They're about a program that's evolved on their own to create a new species, which has never happened before, apparently. But Sam's dad, Flynn, when he created this world and he created his clone decided to kill off all the ISOs, but Cora, got away, and it was Sam's dad that saved Cora, and Cora has been looking after Sam's dad all this time because Sam's dad's clone has taken over his dad's world and kind of held him hostage in his own world. So it's a very clever storyline. So Cora becomes a love interest of Sam, but there's no kissing in it. There's no, contact other than like physical contact at the end where she's riding off on a motorbike with him, but it's more about the sunset and the fact she's holding his waist for that. There's no sexual stuff. You could argue there's some sexual. The only sexual stuff is really the type of costumes they wear. You know, the costumes are very kind of sexy, sexual. The women, like the way they're made, it's all like very showing off the woman's like body, her breasts and figure and stuff. So I think the costumes would be seen as sexual by probably quite a lot of sexual people, because they're really tight fitting, but they are tight fitting to the blokes. But obviously you don't really see much with blokes, but with a woman it's kind of like wrapped around her breasts and stuff like that. So, and there are scenes of the cameraman, like showing the women's backsides off, the women characters. These are meant to be programs, but they just look like women aliens that have got like silver painted on their face, basically. So the camera is very much showing the sex side of it, that women's bodies are sexual with the way it's panning over their backside and stuff like that. So there is sexual connotations in there from that respect. But I think the actual main character, Sam doesn't have a girlfriend until he meets Cora. He hasn't got a girlfriend. They're not official boyfriend and girlfriend at the end, but they look like a couple together. But they're more like, we've got to change the world. They haven't said they're a couple. But you do get to know that she likes, she laughs with him and stuff. But he lives on his own with a dog. So I don't know if that's meant to be a sign that he's actually asexual in this particular movie, but I haven't seen if there's other movies after this, which there might be. But so it's kind of like Sparky 666. He has a doggy though. Yeah, but a doggy as in an actual dog, not as in a naughty dog. Thanks for the thumbs up. Because we all know what doggy means, don't we, in sexual terms, I think. But yeah, so he does have a dog that he lives on his own, but that's quite typical of asexuals to have a pet and live on their own with their pet and not be bothered about relationship, because Sam isn't bothered about relationship in the movie. Like he is interested in Cora, you can tell that. He is attracted to her, I think, in a romantic sort of way, but I think it is romantic way, but then he's not being romantic with her, but I think it's the way he looks at her with the camera, the way she looks at him, the way they laugh together, the way they kind of are together. I think, he's pretty much gonna have a relationship, but I think he'd rather have a relationship with her, he's a program, than he would actually be. So maybe he is asexual. I do not know. Sparky 666, do you actually know if he's asexual or not? Yeah, so anyway, I really, really love this movie. I would highly, highly, highly recommend watching it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I loved the lighting, loved the storyline. I have to say, Sam is a very cute guy. Like the look of Sam, he's nice looking. He's meant to be 27 later in the film when he's grown up. Super Ace Man. Hello, Sandra. Oh, hello. How are you? Nice to see you. I like your title. Yeah, so yeah, so I definitely recommend it. I mean, the costumes are great, the lighting's great, the action's great, the architecture is great, the special effects, it was all good. I would watch this again, probably more than once, probably a few times over and over again, because it's really good fun. And they've got a lot of different action stuff in there, like they've got like these high tech motorbike scenes in it. But what it is, you know, they have like shapes that then turn, or things that turn into some stuff like motorbikes and things like that. Sparky, no third film, as far as I know, in the series. I think an animated TV show though. Ah, right, yeah, because on the thanks, Sparky. So on the features, the special bonus features on this movie, it does say something about another movie, but it was it was an animated trailer, so that's probably what they mean. The first movie, before I haven't watched the first one. It's called Tron Uprising. I believe that's the first one, and then Tron Legacy is the second one. But I haven't seen the first, but I just know it's really, really good. I really, really liked this. I would definitely watch it again. It's a Disney one as well, certificate PG as well, so you know you don't usually get any sex in PGs, but you can still get some connotations, you know. But I really like this. I know, like I said, there was someone in one of my asexual groups on Facebook, and they telling me that they saw this and they really, really liked it. And so yeah, I was so pleased to get it. So yeah, I spent ages. It is quite a long film, actually. I was surprised. I don't know how long it says running time is. Oh, it says 121 minutes. So that's like an hour and 51 minutes, isn't it? So yeah, so it's nearly a 2-hour film. Then if you watch the bonus features, it's over 2 hours. So you know, they did about the story, you know, they did about the architecture, the characters, you know, on the bonus footage. So it's good. I always like watching good bonus footage, you know. I think it just adds extra to the film and looks really good. But yeah, so definitely one to watch. Don't forget to check that out. And I was so happy to get this, you know. I'm really happy because it's something I wanted to see for ages. So yes, as always, I will be doing more reviews, movie reviews, because they seem really popular. If you've got any movies that you think I might like, I don't like horror. I have to say, I don't like horror and I don't like supernatural films, but I do like Disney ones, and I like, you know, Disney and superhero ones. But I got most superhero ones that I like. I don't like anti-superhero films usually. I'm not very into them. And Les Wong superhero movie. I can't remember what his name is, but I'm not keen on that one either. But you know, I like Spider-Man. I got the Spider-Man movies, and you can see loads of my movie reviews if you go to my movie review playlist. I have to actually update that a bit with the new movie reviews. But yeah, so if you are looking for no sex movies, then check out my no sex movie reviews. Because they are really popular and there's lots of different ones, and they're like dance movies as well. So yeah, anyway, Sparky, it's really nice that you came on this chat. I really appreciate you being here. I hope everything's good with you, and Super Ace Man too. I really appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you on another video live stream. And so until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and share it with anyone you think may benefit from this video. And I'll see you on the next live stream or on the next video. Take care. Bye. Lots of love, Sparky and Super Ace Man. Thanks for the chat. Bye.